What's going on, guys? This is Joe with my Week 5 NFL picks against the spread. I apologize for not giving you a real in-depth analysis on each game, but I've tried to do this about 3 or 4 times, and my webcam keeps cutting out. So I'm just going to give you my picks straight up. Um, and if I have time, if it doesn't crash, I will give you my parlay that I'm doing this week. So we'll start with the Falcons and Redskins game. Falcons are away, laying 2.5. Go ahead and take the Falcons. Steelers and Eagles. Steelers at home, hosting the Eagles. Go ahead and take the Eagles plus 3.5. Packers and Colts. Go ahead and take the Packers minus 7.5. Giants and Browns. A lot of points on this spread, but I don't think it's anything the Giants can't handle. I think Brandon Weeden is going to continue to turn the ball over several times a game, and Eli Manning will take advantage of that. So take the Giants minus 8.5. Vikings and Titans. Vikings at home. Originally, I did have the Vikings to cover. Now that I think about it, I like the Titans to keep it close. I'm not saying they're going to win, but I like them to cover the 5.5. So take the Titans plus 5.5. Bengals and Dolphins. Go ahead and take the Bengals minus 3.5. Ravens and Chiefs. Chiefs are kind of an unpredictable team this year. They're getting 6.5 at home, but I still think the Ravens are going to cover this week. Panthers and Seahawks. Panthers at home, laying 2.5 to the Seahawks. Go ahead and take the Panthers to win by a field goal. Bears and Jaguars. Bears are away, laying 6.5. Take the Bears minus 6.5. Patriots and Broncos. Tough game, very tough matchup, especially with a 6.5 point spread. I gotta go with the Patriots here, minus 6.5. 49ers and Bills. 49ers laying 9.5 points. This is a scary spread, especially for a team like the Bills that can come out and either show up or not show up. I don't think the Bills are going to win by any means, but I could see them covering the spread. Even with that said, I'm going to take the Niners just because of their performance last week against the Jets. So go ahead and take the Niners minus 9.5. We have the Saints and Chargers. Saints at home, Sunday night football game, minus 3.5. Once again, this is a tough spread because you've got the hook, the 3.5 points. I'm going to go ahead and say this is going to be a high-scoring game. This is the only over that I would take this week. 53.5 points. They're going to be going back and forth constantly. Another thing, I think the Chargers are going to keep it close. But after the Saints' performance against Green Bay, I do believe they're going to cover the 3.5. So go ahead and take the Saints minus 3.5. Last but not least, we have my Houston Texans taking on the horrible New York Jets, who were blown out by the San Francisco 49ers last week, 34-0. Houston Texans arguably have a better defense than the 49ers, and their offense is more well-rounded, so should be a no-brainer. We'll see how it goes. Any given Sunday, you know what they say. But go ahead and take the Texans minus 8.5. And that wraps up the overall picks on the half-point parlay card. Now I'm going to give you my top 5 picks. You choose what you want to do with those 5. If you want to take all 5, or if you just want to take 3 out of 5. First pick is going to be the Falcons minus 2.5. Then I'm going to go ahead and take the Bengals minus 3.5. Bears minus 6.5 against the Jags. The Giants minus 8.5, and the Texans minus 8.5. Those are my 5 picks. If you go to stations right now and you put a $10 bet on those picks, it's a half-point parlay card. It's red and it looks like this. $10 if they all hit, you win 225 bones. So good luck to you guys this week, and we'll see how I do. All right, take care.